Hello and welcome to Pulsar Measurement Academy. My name is Shaun Minton and today we're going to teach you how to set up and install a transit time flow meter. We'll start by programming the transit time flow meter. We'll program the unit before setting up the sensors to determine the distance between the two sensors during installation. From the home screen, we'll go into the main menu. From here, we'll go into the sub-menu Units and Mode. We do this by clicking the right arrow button. Within this sub-menu, we'll go to Linear by hitting the down button and change feet to inches. Those are the units that we'll use to determine the pipe dimension and the distance between the two sensors. Remember, hit the check mark to save your changes. Once we've changed our units to inches, we'll back out of this sub-menu by hitting the left arrow button. Next, we'll go to the Setup sub-menu by hitting the down arrow button and then the right arrow button. The Setup sub-menu is where we configure the application parameters. It's important that this information is accurate. The sensor type and angle are configured at the factory, but can be changed if switching transducer types in the field. Our fluid type is water, but could be changed if we're measuring seawater or a glycol mixture, just to name a few. Temperature mode should remain at fixed. Fluid temperature can be changed depending on your application. For our application, we'll keep it at 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Pipe material will be based on your application. For our example, we're using ductile iron. To make the change, we'll use the right arrow button, then the down arrow button. Now, hit your check mark to make the change. To determine the outside pipe diameter, use the nominal pipe chart in the manual. If your pipe type is not in the manual, use the included tape measurer to measure the circumference and divide by pi to calculate outside diameter. In our case, we know we're working with a Class 51 lined ductile iron pipe. According to the pipe chart, the outside diameter should be set to 11.1 inches. After this change is made, remember to press the check mark. From the same pipe chart, the wall thickness should be set to 0.32 inches. We'll do this by hitting the down arrow button, then the right arrow button, and making the change. Remember, hit the check mark to make the change permanent. Our lining should be changed to cement. We'll hit the down arrow button, followed by the right arrow button until we find cement. Remember, check mark to make the change permanent. A new menu option for lining thickness now appears. According to the pipe charts, this should be set at 0.125 inches. We'll hit the down arrow button, then the right arrow button, and make the change. Remember, check mark to make the change permanent. Our next step is to hit the down arrow button until crossings appears. This is the optimum number for this application, 2 crossings. As we continue to scroll down, zero tear is not in use. Finally, we'll come to the sensor spacing. This is the optimum space between the two sensors on the pipe. In this case, optimum spacing is 7.701 inches. Now it's time to install the transducers. To do this, you'll need the following items. They all come with the unit: 2 mounting brackets, 2 hose clamps, an alignment bar, a tape measurer, Sharpie, coupling compound, and the 2 transducers. Additionally, you'll need a 5/16 nut driver. It's time now to begin the installation. As you can see, I've already run the hose clamp through the mounting bracket and hand tighten. We hand tighten in case any small adjustments need to be made during the setup. For our application, the pipe is clean. However, if you have a dirty or corroded pipe, you may need to clean it. Also, if you have non-bonding paint, you may need to sand an area for both sensors. Remember that our mounting bracket is only hand tight at this point. Once we've found the correct spot for the mounting bracket, remember to tighten it with the nut driver. Now it's time to measure the distance between the two sensors. We do this by measuring from the end of the mounting bracket to the beginning of the tape. In our example, 7.7 inches or nearly 7 3/4 inches. Then we mark the spot with the Sharpie. It's time now to install the alignment bar. We simply screw the alignment bar into the mounting bracket. We've placed the second mounting bracket at the measured separation distance. The alignment bar assures that the brackets are parallel. It's now time to install the transducers. First, let's make sure that the mounting brackets are fully extracted. Next, we'll put coupling compound on each of the transducers. You'll see an arrow on top of each transducer. Make sure the arrows are pointing at each other, and then insert the transducer, hand tighten the mounting bracket. Repeat the process for the other transducer. Make sure the arrows are pointed at each other. Once the transducer is in the mounting bracket, hand tighten. The final step in the installation of the transit time flow meter is to connect the cable to the transducer. Remember, in our scenario, flow was moving from my right to left. We'll use the upstream cable on the right transducer and connect with the BNC connector. Once the connector is on, we'll slide the protective cover on top of it. We'll repeat the process with the downstream transducer. Now that the sensors are connected, if the pipe is full, we'll get a signal strength reading. If the water is moving, we'll also get a velocity reading. Now hit the left arrow button twice to return to the home screen. This concludes the setup and installation of the transit time flow meter. Thanks for watching today's video on how to set up and install the transit time flow meter. For more how-to videos, make sure to check out our website at www.pulsarmeasurement.com. And don't forget to follow us on social media.